Oh yeah, in the shop today.
So it's been a minute. You guys ain't seen a whole lot because we've been busy behind the scenes. We're at Fuel Fab Shop, and some of you might recognize this machine. If you look closely, that is a 2-seater, 4-seater. This was my 2018 XP Turbo 4-seater that you guys seen me jump the dunes and drag race and trail ride and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, now it's down to a 2-seater. Look at that.
Now it is a legit 2-seater, and been a lot of time and effort and money put into it by everybody. And we're going to try to Ultra 4 race this car 2024.
Yeah,
that's
gonna be
the
awesome.
plan. And Connor will move into my 21 Turbo, the blue car. And this is bare bones. We're finally getting somewhere on this. And long story short is I wanted a Turbo S. They don't make Turbo S's no more. What is on the market, I'm not really interested in. And I don't use this as much as I should. So we might as well revamp it, change it up, and build it into the baddest Ultra 4 car that we can do with what we got. So quick rundown is full cage, no doors, all TIG welded, all bent, built in-house. Jacob ORA, Off-Road Anonymous, helped us out with the design. We bent and welded all this in-house here. He did his end on the design part, and we've made some changes and we've modified the doors and did some other things to it. But basically, full fuel cell, I think it's 20-gallon Pyrotech fuel cell, Sandcraft, full driveline, drive shaft carrier bearing, front Pro XP differential. So if you know an XP comes with a lot smaller differential and it's mounted from the bottom, that is what's in my other car. We wanted to beef this one up, so Pro XP RS1 diff is the way to go. CCM mount, billet mount, allows you to cut and modify your frame so that you can fit a Pro XP diff in there.
Dude, that all looks beefy.
It is. So then Polaris is pretty good at not welding all of the brackets fully. So every bracket that is on this machine, factory, has been fully welded. It has got a Gear 1 billet rack and pinion, which I would have probably went with TCP, but putting this differential in the front of this machine is really tight and compact. There isn't a lot of room, and this one almost doesn't fit. So.
Yeah, you can see how tight it is in there. Look at that steering rack in there, diff, everything.
And the drive shaft is a lot bigger, so like there's just no room for nothing. So this is what we got. On to the next thing. Obviously, we got the fuel cell. We've got a CBR rear mount radiator with brushless fan. We've got the transmission that was in this machine, probably only had 600 or 700 miles.
Yeah, and you had it rebuilt, right?
Yeah, it got rebuilt at like 3,000 miles. Then, let's see.
And you are using the motor for your original motor that you had built in the 4-seater for drag racing.
That motor turned down is what is going into this machine. We'll show you that later. It got gone through. It will be, this is a 64-inch car stock. This is all, it is a modified L&W long travel suspension.
So it'll be 72 inches.
It's going to be 72 inches wide. We're going to run 32s. We got Vision beadlock wheels. GG tires came through on that. Sandcraft came through on the differential and the drive shaft. And Fuel Fab came through with the cage, the fab work, and the brains. Then what else? We got double E racings on the shocks. We got double E racing on the sway bar. We got GPS. We got like a Switch Pro style switch panel. Rugged radios on board. We've got air pumper and intercoms, race intercoms. So the next step up from what I had in the other car. What else? Chase light,
Yeah, everything.
Anything you can think of, we're doing to this machine. I could probably show you some parts here. We could walk around.
Yeah, the whole shelf of parts.
We got 2 pallet racks full of parts,
Oh,
and still
man.
they're not all here. But this will have an alternator kit on it. This will be my STM clutches. This will be hopefully Pro XP inner and outer clutch covers, which I did on my other car. I made changing the belt and
Way
servicing
faster.
a lot easier. You don't lose the bolts in the dirt. What else? We are going to build our own suspension for this car. We just don't have the time right now to get it done. So I would say by mid to end year, we'll have all that done and dialed in. And then this will be a full fuel fab chassis and suspension, minus the shocks and sway bars. But let's see what we can find for parts.
Oh, yeah, there's a radiator.
So there's a radiator, fan, heat pass-throughs. These are my old plastics. We got stuff in the way around here, but
Oh, yeah, we're working.
these are my old plastics. I had to, so what I did to convert this car from 4 to 2 is the rear frame section on an XP is the same 2 or 4-seater. The front frame section, they bolt together in 4 spots underneath, and you're able to unbolt the front 4-seater frame section and go buy a 2-seater front frame section and just bolt it right together. So that's what I did with this. The rocker, so I had to buy 2-seater rocker panels, 2-seater drive shaft, 2-seater brake line down the center, and I think that's about it.
That's about it. Converting from the 4-seater to the
Technically,
2-seater,
I could have, if I didn't do this no door machine, we could have used like the rear door bracket and the front door panel to make the door for this machine, like a factory style door. I've learned a lot doing this. Overall, pretty easy swap.
Yeah.
But there, you know, anything you could think of to buy and build the baddest machine is what we're trying to do. We're not trying to spare any expense. There's a lot of money and a lot of time going into this. And my other car is super legit. It's been an awesome machine. It's going to be a good machine for Connor to move into, but we're going to take this to the next level. And this is going to be like one of our most reckless machines. And so we're trying to build it as safe as possible. Yep. Me and my daughter are always going to be in this machine together. And so we just want to try to be as safe as possible. We ain't trying to cut no corners, right? You guys know the deal. You guys see all this stuff all the time that we put out and do. The biggest goal is just being safe.
Oh, for sure.
Let's go see if we can find some more parts.
Yeah, when we say we got a mountain of parts.
So we got Turbo S axles. So there's not many kits on the market that allow you to use Turbo S axles. I wanted an axle that I could buy off the shelf and have next day or something like that, or have on stock. A lot of these other companies want you to use your stock outer ends or buy a custom axle shaft that's shortened. They don't really give you the full 72 like a Turbo S. And so that's kind of what narrowed me into going down this route. But I mean, there's stuff to build me and Joel's custom stainless steel exhaust, air pumper, steering wheel, DRT steering wheel, fire extinguisher mounts, Hypertex pull plate, like billet radius rods, billet tie rods, clevises, you name it, we got it. It's all buried here.
Yeah.
This is for that machine too. This is all
yeah.
stuff for this machine as well. A lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we didn't have racks to store it all, I don't know where we'd put it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, had a lot going on today. Didn't get to show you a whole lot, but you got the start glimpse of what we're doing here, and you'll see a lot more to come. We got the fuel tank mounts made. Mike Fuel Fab knocked them out. Rear. Over here. everything's just tack welded in. We're trying to get the tank situated, seat mounts built before we go ham and lock everything down. The cage is fully welded, but the door bars and the tank stuff is just tack welded. But thanks for being with us. Like, share, subscribe. You'll see a lot more of this crazy content, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, bye.